Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, March 3rd, 2016. My name is Cliff Backus, and this is your pushbuttonstocktrading.com daily video market review. Much of what we do at Push Button Stock Trading is based in part or in full on William O'Neill's classic book, How to Make Money in Stocks. O'Neill utilizes the acronym CANSLIM to identify the important elements of what he's looking for in a trade. The N in CANSLIM stands for something new, new product, new management, or perhaps new market conditions. The N reminds us that we need something new and exciting to sustain longer-term profit growth. The L in CANSLIM stands for leader or laggard. It's important that we identify where the leadership in the market is. To this end, we use HGSI, High Growth Stock Investors Spectrum Analyzer, to identify market leadership on a daily basis. So let's get started with that. Yesterday, of the top 100 most powerful stocks in the most powerful industry groups, 13 came from semiconductor devices, 8 came from real estate investment trusts, 5 from biotech, and rounding out the top 5 was apparel, footwear, and accessory design with 4. We've been seeing a lot of semiconductor devices recently. That's the group that MaxLinear comes from, which is one of the stocks that we own in our portfolio holdings. Real estate investment trusts also have been very strong recently. We've talked about National Storage Affiliates recently, and we also own Store Capital in our portfolios. And we've been seeing a lot of apparel, footwear, and accessory design. These may be good places to look for leadership in this market. Let's take a look at what the Russell 2000 is up to today. As you know, recently I've been saying that the Russell 2000 is key to the market going forward. We've been watching this area of resistance and looking for the Russell 2000 to better that area. On Monday, we moved decisively above that 1040 range, and yesterday we continued to move higher. The Russell 2000 is acting very well here. It seems to be confirming the rest of the market. I think that probably the market's in a whole lot better position for the bulls at this point. Let's see what the Nasdaq Composite's up to. But before we do that, the M in the CANSLIM acronym stands for market, and to my way of thinking, this is the most important element. So let's take a brief look at the market here. After a lower start, stocks reversed to close higher on lower trading volume yesterday. The reversal coming on the heels of Monday's strong gains was bullish. The Russell 2000 had a strong day, putting more distance between it and the critical 1040 level, as we noted earlier. Our market timing model remains on a margin signal. A margin signal is our most aggressively bullish signal. It indicates that aggressive traders can leverage their portfolios utilizing margin. More conservative traders should be working toward fully invested. All that noted, we have only 21 stocks on our universal watch list. More typically, we have between 50 and 90 stocks. 21 is an unusually low number. That indicates that so far there hasn't been a lot of top-rated participation in this market. That may change. For now, we should be cautiously bullish. Advancing issues bettered decliners by nearly 2 to 1 yesterday. The New York Stock Exchange advanced decline line is looking a little more bullish. New highs continued to outperform new lows. Our overbought oversold indicator is indicating an overbought condition in the market. Keep in mind, an overbought market can become much more overbought. Large capitalization stocks outperformed small again yesterday and continue to handily outperform on a 10-day moving average basis. Small caps typically outperform in bull markets. Yesterday's trade was encouraging to the bulls, and the Russell 2000 has recaptured significant resistance. While this remains a volatile and somewhat unpredictable market, it appears to be fertile ground for the bulls. That noted, as always, be careful and keep your stops in place. Okay, yesterday the Nasdaq Composite was up 13.82 points, or 0.29%. We closed at 47.03, and importantly, we closed right at the top of our daily trading range, which is encouraging to the bulls. Trading volume was below the prior day. We would have preferred to see heavier trading volume on the reversal yesterday. For you followers of William O'Neill, we are in a confirmed uptrend in the market. We have been since February 18th. We have 2 distribution days since confirmation. That's certainly manageable distribution. Right now, the Nasdaq is bracketed by support down here in the 4506 area and resistance up here at this trend line. This trend line goes all the way back to the beginning of the bull market back in 2009. If we were to better that trend line, our next significant area of resistance is up here in the 4900 range. Our market timing model is on a margin signal. Margin signal is our most aggressively bullish signal. It indicates that aggressive traders can leverage their portfolios utilizing margin. More conservative traders should continue to work toward fully invested. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. Yesterday, after starting lower, the S&P 500 closed up 8.1 points or 0.4%. We closed at 1986, just under resistance up here in the 1993 area. We closed at the high of the day. That should be encouraging to the bulls. Trading volume was about average, a little bit lower than the prior day. On the type of reversal we had yesterday, we would have preferred to see higher trading volume. The S&P 500 is in a confirmed uptrend, has been since February 18th. We have 1 distribution day since the market confirmed the uptrend. Certainly that's reasonable. The S&P 500 right now is bracketed by long-term trend line support, the trend line going all the way back to the beginning of the bull market, and resistance up here in the 1993 area. Our market timing model is on a margin signal for the S&P 500. Before we go, let's do a quick review of some stocks we may be interested in here. First stock I want to talk about is Omega Protein Corp., which manufactures fish meal and fish oil products used in animal feed, food products, and dietary supplements. Yesterday we bought Omega, breaking out of this double bottom base. Double bottom base sets up a W shape. The middle of that W becomes our buy point or our pivot point. That pivot point was 23.58. We broke through that pivot point yesterday. Trading volume was a little bit light. We would have preferred to see a little bit heavier trading volume, but we had some nice volume over here. And we've certainly seen a lot of good accumulation out of Omega recently. Omega's still in the buy area also. We're setting up this consolidation base with a pivot point in the 25-22 area, which gives us another opportunity to get into Omega if we hadn't gotten into it already. Omega's in a 3rd stage base. That's a fairly late stage base, and so we want to be a little bit careful. We want to keep our stops in place. We have a 72% checklist rating, and we have an immediate stop on Omega right now at $23.43. Next we have National Storage Affiliates. National Storage is a real estate investment trust that owns, operates, and acquires self-storage properties in the top 100 metropolitan areas. National is currently in a 2nd stage base. We bought National on this breakout above this trend line right here. It subsequently broke out of this consolidation base in the 1794 area, but is still within trading range, or still within buy range, and can be bought here. National gets a 72% checklist rating, and it doesn't appear quite as dramatically as on some other charts, but we have quite a bit of accumulation and very little distribution in National. We missed the breakout in National, but it's still within buy range and may be of interest to some more conservative traders. Next we have MaxLinear. MaxLinear provides radio frequency and analog mixed signal integrated circuits used in communications, video, display, and broadband networks. The stock is trading in a fairly late stage, 3rd stage base. Broke above this trend line a while back. Gets an 88% checklist rating and is setting up this consolidation base in the 1775 range. We've seen a lot of accumulation out of MaxLinear recently, and particularly in the past few days. Might be worth keeping an eye on here. And the final stock that I want to take a look at is Facebook. Facebook's working on this first stage base. We broke out of the base in the 110.65 area back here and failed, getting stopped out right around here. Facebook gets a 76% checklist rating. We have a pivot point of 110.65. Fundamentally, Facebook is one of my favorite stocks here. A lot of distribution in Facebook, and so you want to be careful if you buy Facebook on the breakout. You want to make sure that you keep your stops in place. That's about all I have for today. If you want to talk about any of the stocks mentioned today or any of our market strategies, please feel free to give me a call. Drop me an email or make an appointment. Come by the office, see what we're up to. Contact information is on the home page. Please take a minute to go to our subscription page and subscribe to Push Button Stock Trading. You can also follow us on Twitter at PushButtonStock. Again, my name is Cliff Backus. That's your daily video market review. Have a safe and profitable day. Keep your stops in place, and I will see you again tomorrow. Please stay tuned for our important disclaimers. All the best. Disclaimers. Push Button Stock Trading Video Market Review is produced and edited by Clifford B. Backus. Mr. Backus is a Senior Vice President of Investments, Technical Analyst, Portfolio Manager, and Partner with the investment firm of Ohannes & Liqueurs Incorporated. Video Market Review is produced solely for the benefit of our clients, friends, and colleagues. Anything written, stolen, and/or plagiarized in this publication is done without malice. Further, the analysis and opinions expressed in this publication are strictly those of the editor and not of Ohannes & Liqueurs Incorporated, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or any of the officers or employees of Ohannes & Liqueurs, Inc. On that note, we submit the following. The analysis, calculations, and evaluations presented herein are based on data and assumptions Ohannes & Liqueurs Incorporated believes to be accurate. Ohannes & Liqueurs Incorporated makes no representation that such analysis or calculations are accurate or that such valuations represent levels at which actual trades may occur. This report has been prepared from original sources except where otherwise noted, and data we believe to be reliable. Ohannes & Liqueurs, Inc., its affiliates and subsidiaries and/or their officers and employees or their families may from time to time acquire, hold, or sell a position in the securities mentioned herein. Moreover, opinions may differ from one entity to the next. If we are used in connection with the purchase or sale of any security discussed in this report, we may act as principal for our own account or as agent for both the buyer and the seller. Push Button Stock Trading is dedicated to the education of friends, clients, and paid subscribers. Push Button Stock Trading is an information service only. The information provided herein is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell stocks of any kind. Push Button Stock Trading is created to aid subscribers in making informed investment decisions based wholly or in part on technical analysis. It's possible that at this time or some subsequent date, the editors of Push Button Stock Trading may own, buy, or sell the investments presented. All investors should consult a qualified professional before making any investment. The information provided has been obtained from sources deemed to be reliable, but it is not guaranteed as to the accuracy or completeness. The editors of Push Button Stock Trading make every effort to provide timely information to subscribers, but cannot guarantee specific delivery times due to factors beyond our control.